Hi everyone, I'm with Rico Brouwer from Holland. He's a pirate. I'm a pirate too. I'm a pirate from Norway. And we are going to interview a real illegal immigrant from Romania and Italia. She's a representative from the Italian, like, or a candidate for the EU elections for the Italian Pirate Party. So, Diana Bargu, could you please tell me how you would like us to say your name and your profession and political experience, if any? Just go ahead.
Okay, so my public name is Cristina Diana Bargu. I have two names. Diana is just for me. It's kind of private. And profession is a hard question because I'm doing a lot of things, not so well, but I'm doing many things. I'm finishing my degree in statistics. I have an economic background, and I'm writing my thesis right now, or at least I'm pretending to do so. And actually, I'm in an eco village. So I'm in the eco villages movement. I'm quite active in this. And I do write for a newspaper called Italia che Cambia. It's a newspaper that is collecting all the interesting realities that we have on the territory, because a lot of them do quite similar things, but we don't know how to connect them together. And yeah, a lot of things like this. And I'm studying facilitation, process facilitation. It's called Process Work. It's a school that teaches how to deal with conflict, and I'm also translating for them. So kind of mix. And I'm living in a community that welcomes immigrants at the moment. It's quite nice. We have a lot of weird people coming and going, a lot of from environmental environment. Can we say this? Environment.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Okay. So, could you tell me a little bit about the history of the Pirate Party in Italy, if you know about it? If you don't know the history too well, you could tell us a little bit about how you stepped into the Pirate Party, how you became a pirate.
I became a pirate because my brother is a nerd. And he told me about you many years ago. But at the beginning, Pirate Party was kind of closed in Italy. And I think that now they are doing a lot of steps to include other voices and other people who don't have similar skills. And it was very nice. They showed this capability during these last months, because they involved also social assistants that are very involved into activism about this disability. They involved me. They involved, I don't know, a lot of people from radical movement in Italy came in. So we have different influences right now, and we hope that through these elections we will attract more people that have interest in our values, and can add something new.
Okay, very cool. What causes and things in politics are closest to your heart? What do you care most about?
Of course, about migration. This is quite obvious, and environment. And as I'm part of all of these alternative movements, I would like to bring also different way to deal with conflict and to be together, and to also some methodology, some new ways to connect, between human beings, not just fight, I have the better idea. And yeah, so, and personally, I don't like about the European Union the economical part, and all of this lack of democracy. And I know it has a lot of potential, because I have seen through my friends that I don't know, they made some international experiences, but I don't know, it's a territory which we can improve a lot, but it can be tricky. So it's good to bring new voices. Also about agriculture, I really like about Pirate Party program the idea to bring back power to local people, and also these urban gardens, they are burning in Italy, and it's good to give them space.
Okay, very cool. Now, we've been watching the political landscape all over the globe change, and the big thing was when Trump, by some miracle, got elected, and we've seen a wave of the rise of the right wing, the far right. Many countries, you see them end up in 12 to 15% of the vote. How does Italy look? What direction is Italy going in right now?
It's quite hard what we are living. I see a lot of young people attracted by fascist rhetoric, and I guess that part of the responsibility is of the left, also of all of us, because even those who are not involved have responsibility. We are all sharing it. But what I think it's dangerous is that polarization is getting bigger and bigger, and there is no space to find anything in common, because there are no more common places in which we can meet different people. And all of the, better than me, that the bubbles are improving this division. And yeah, so it's quite dangerous. But I'm sure that if we kind of find a different approach to communicate, we can transform this anger into something good. I don't think populism is only a threat, but it also contains opportunities. And about this, I just finished reading William Daves. It's a writer for The Guardian. He wrote this beautiful big book, Nervous States, How Feelings Took Over the World. And I guess this is very inspiring for a good guide on what to do in this moment.
Yeah, very interesting. Little bit of more of an inclusive way of thinking, and it's interesting you say that that there's potential in populism, and it's only not bad, just bad. Right now, you made me think, and that's good. It's good that you came here and made us all think. What number on the list are you for the?
I'm the first one in the south, the second one in north west, third one in the Isole Islands,
Yeah.
fourth one in the north east, and seventh in the center. I'm everywhere.
So how do you make your what do you think about your chances to actually getting into the European Parliament? Is it possible?
Nothing is impossible, but it's quite improbable. That's what I would say as a statistician.
Yeah.
Look, is that looking at the polls, or why? Why do you say that?
Because of the bubbles. Like, it's quite hard, but the fact that we are improving slowly, and it's not necessarily bad, because if a lot of people comes all together, it might be somehow dangerous, because we don't have the energies to kind of, grow in an harmonic way. And I think it's good because we are attracting new people, which are already quite close to our ideas, but we have time, to digest, the new processes that are coming. And yeah.
Okay. So let's dream. Let's dream for a while that a lot of Italian pirate party politicians gets elected to the parliament of the EU. What would the Italian pirates work the most on? What would you focus on in the EU?
Yeah, the pirate party has a lot of competencies about internet, so I'm sure that they would work a lot with the lawyers we have, etc., on copyright issues. This is one of our main points, and they were even speaking about creating the human right of access to knowledge. So this is very interesting, and this, I guess, it would be the main focus on which we are already, good at working in and on which we have a clear focus.
Mm. So I'm a little bit running out of questions. Rico, do you have anything in particular you would like to ask about?
Yeah, there's two things. So one is about that bubbles. We see that all through Europe, or European Union, maybe. Now, I participated in a debate yesterday, which was a fairly right-wing, right populist-leaning bubble. But in Walkeye, and we had a conversation on content. So I noticed people are beginning to be fed up with that bubble thinking at the same time. Is that happening in Italy as well?
Mm-hmm.
So is conversation starting, or how do you see that shift?
I see that in the small realities in which I live, which are not representative, there are some slight movements in creating contact and finding common arguments and common needs and creating from this. But it's something emerging. It's not strong enough yet.
No, and it takes time. And the other question is, you are an illegal immigrant from Romania into Italy.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your let's say you are elected in the European Parliament, for argument's sake. How do you feel the EU should progress or change policy on particularly on that topic, on the topic of refugees and migration?
So I guess that, it's very strong, the need to protect, what we have. We feel as an old continent that we are losing power. So I understand this need of protection, but I would redirect, I don't know, switch it into a better politics of visto, I don't know the name in English, how people can come legally. Because I know that there are a lot of problems from in this issue. Even, I don't know, famous artists or brilliant students that are accepted in Fergin school can't go because they don't have the
visa.
The visa, yeah. So the first point would be to start to change our visa policy, in my opinion, and to make it, I don't know, better. The second one, to change the way we are kind of influencing the poverty in some countries. So with protectionism, this is very bad on my point of view. And the third point would be, after these two steps, of course, it would be better to open, the territory and make the borders a bit more, I don't know, even to welcome illegal immigrants, But I wouldn't put it immediately like this, because it would be, refused. It's too strong right now. People, it's scared. So do things by steps.
Okay. Now, and thank you for that. And a last question that I would have for you, particularly since you're from Italy, what's going on with the banking system there, in your observation? What would you have? Monte del Paschi di Siena, which was always the issue. So how are things today?
About this, I can say that it's an Italian problem, but it's general. It's generally the problem we're having with finance in Europe as well. And it's about the fact that we are not giving ourselves some rules. And personally, I feel very close to the policy that Banca Etica, it's Italian ethical bank, it's having. And I think that we should really systematically change our finance and do some training to teach to people how to understand what they are sold, and to change the way we are organizing things, because it's not sustainable anymore, and there is too much divide between finance. And about Monte Paschi di Siena, it's yeah.
The same thing, the same way it's been for the last couple of years then.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. So that will be my questions, Ray.
Yeah. Okay. if you don't want to say anything more, Diana, I think we'll end it here. Is that okay by you? How do you say good luck in Italian? Is that in bocca al lupo?
In bocca al lupo, it's a way to say it,
Mm.
and it means in the mouth of the wolf.
Ah,
And
cool.
a curious thing is that a lot of people say crepiu, that it's a desire to make the wolf die, but actually it's wrong, because you should say thank you, because Romolo and Remo, the founders of Rome, were quite safe in the mouth of the wolf, which is a kind of guardian.
So, good luck with the elections, and say hello to all of your other pirate colleagues, and we'll be watching. Goodbye for now.
Best of luck.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Take care.